Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today on Snow Globe Rescue, where we show you how to fix your snow globes. I'm Tony, and with me as usual is Allie.
Hello.
Now, we have not been putting up as many videos recently as normal because at the end of December and beginning of January, there were some illnesses in the family. People got sick and they went through the holidays and everything else has been kind of crazy, but thankfully everyone's all right. Everyone's over their illnesses, it looks like, and things are getting back to normal. We're in a new year, so Happy New Year, everyone. And so now we're going to start knocking out some of these subscriber requests that we have over here. And today is going to be the first one of the new year. And so we have this snow globe right here. And this was requested by 3 subscribers. And so that's a record, I think. So we decided we better to get this one done. So this one goes out to Angie Lou, Bubby P, and Ellen Moore.
Love those names.
Yes, who saw this snow globe in episode 127, where we showed some new snow globes that we found. And the thing about this snow globe, it's an unusual snow globe because of the glass globe that you see there. And we got to be careful with this thing because we've never seen another one like it. So getting a replacement globe for this will be pretty difficult. But this, as you can see, is like a 2-tiered globe. It's like an hourglass shape almost, and it's like 2 globes put, the top of one globe and the top of another globe like that. And the thing is, this is a double-ended globe because there is a stopper in the bottom and a stopper on the top.
Which is really unique because this is the only one I've seen like that, other than the Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, sort of. That had an ornament hanging from the top of the globe.
Right. This one actually has 2 different stoppers.
Right. So as you can see, there's a stopper down there, and then up here in the ornament up here, or the topper here, there is another stopper there.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Right. So this is open on both ends, and this hummingbird right here was hanging from that stopper up there, which is now broken off, and he's fallen in here. So. This is going to be an interesting fix here, where we're going to see how we're going to actually tackle this. And
shout out to Mom and Larry for finding it.
That's right. Yes. So appreciate them finding this for us. I think they found it at a thrift store.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Do you think we're going to be able to fix this one?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see. Let's find out.
Faith.
Let's take a look at it.
Because I want it to be fixed.
All right. Here we go. Normally, under normal circumstances, we would open up the bottom here and take the cover off, and so we can open up pull the stopper out and open up the globe. However, in this particular case, as you can probably, I'll show you in a second. If the water, when it goes up in here, it leaks.
Yeah,
it leaks out of the top here.
Pretty bad.
We don't need to open up the bottom of this because this stopper down here is fine. It looks perfect. Doesn't look like anything wrong with it. The whole problem is up here.
Yeah.
The water's leaking out here. So we're going to remove the top here and see what size that stopper is. So we're going to try the hair dryer. Hopefully this was installed with hot glue.
Yeah.
So we're going to try heating this up with a hair dryer, and then if that doesn't work, we'll try the hot water. But hopefully the hair dryer will loosen this up. So let's go ahead and heat that up.
Okay.
All right, there we go. The hair dryer did it. Took about 5 minutes, but it came off. So there we go.
I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get it apart. You know what I mean?
Right. So there is the top of the snow globe right here.
Cool.
Yeah, this looks like it might be. Let's see. This is probably the equivalent of a. This is a
2-inch.
No, this is almost a 2.5 inch. Yeah, this is about the equivalent of a 2.5 inch globe up here. So we should have a stopper around here someplace. All right. And here, let's get something. This hummingbird in here that fell off. Hummingbird down. Hummingbird. There we go. Okay, so there's the hummingbird that was hanging from the top stopper there. So we'll have to attach him to the new stopper.
Is it an optical illusion, or is it straight, the stopper in the bottom? Or is one side higher than the other?
We'll have to take a look and see, You know what I think? It is? I don't think it's the stopper. If you look, I think this whole thing is in there crooked.
It's crooked.
You know what we're gonna have to do?
What's that?
We're gonna have to actually open this up and loosen up the glue, because this entire, because take a look. The stopper is straight.
Is it?
It's the entire
Glass.
the entire glass is at an angle. So this wasn't installed properly.
Yeah.
All right, so we are gonna have to take this out and straighten this up. So it's yeah, that's not level. Okay, so we are gonna have to take this off. All right, well let's one step at a time.
Okay.
Let's put that aside. We have our Hummingbird here.
Okay.
So the first thing we need to do is find a new stopper for this.
Yeah.
So let's take a look here. Okay, so I'll tell you what, if you could clean the glue out of here,
let's do that.
I'm gonna go see if I can find a replacement stopper.
Okay,
We'll
let's
be
do
back.
that.
All right, we happen to have a couple of these little stoppers here, and we did a test fit, and it fits in there perfectly, no problem. So we got our stopper. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up, loosen the glue in there, because it looks like the stopper's straight. It's definitely, this is crooked. So this was installed crooked. So let's go ahead and heat up this cover here, and we'll pull that off of there.
Let's do that.
All right, cover is off. Well, it does look like it's in there crooked.
It does.
I can see this side of the globe is in further into the base than this side. So what we need to do is take that hair dryer, and we need to heat up all of this glue that's holding the globe into the base, and then we can straighten this out. Okay, so go ahead and heat that up. We decided to go ahead and get this stopper out of here.
Yeah.
And that'll probably make things go a little bit easier.
Yeah. Probably.
And we don't want the heat to
crack the glass,
or
damage the glass,
or the stopper.
or the stopper.
No,
yeah.
the glass is fine. It's the stopper I'm worried about.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking when it came to the glass was like us trying to when we're trying to pull it apart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking a step ahead. I'm like,
Oh.
man, I hope we don't do anything with it, because like you said,
yeah, right. We gotta be
we
real
can't
careful.
find another
It won't be able to find another globe
unless
like
we
this.
try to find one that's a Frosty the Snowman shape. That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, so there's the bottom one. Okay, so now that we got everything out of there.
But you know what? It's a good thing we took it out anyways, because
yeah,
that
you know
needs
what?
to be cleaned.
Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly. I don't know if you can see it
Yeah.
from where I'm holding it.
Yeah, it's
but
got a bunch of stuff on it. So you know what? It's probably
kinda gross.
it's actually a good thing that we did this, because this does need to be cleaned up. All right.
And we're gonna put
Butterflies.
in it instead of the glitter that's there, just for the hell of it.
All right, so let's go ahead and finish heating this up. The glue loosened, and now it looks like I've got it straight. I think.
Let me
Is that
see.
straight? No, it's not straight.
No.
You
Still
know what?
need- oh.
I'm gonna pull it out. All right, there we
Okay.
go. We're gonna start all over with
Yeah,
this
we're
globe,
gonna start all over.
because instead of just loosening the glue and putting it in
Yeah,
straight.
look what they did. See how much thicker it is on
Yeah,
that end? It's
yeah.
like, and no wonder why it sat
Yeah,
awkward,
because this
you
whole
know?
thing was at an angle here, so
Yeah.
there's more glue on one side than the other. So we're gonna take all this glue out, and that way we can bring it down
Yeah.
straight. Okay, let's do that, and
Okay.
then we'll be back. All right, so as you saw, we ended up having to disassemble the entire thing, because whatever factory this came from, I guess it must have been a Friday afternoon, and they were ready to go get some beers, and when they put this one in this, they had it crooked and said, you know what, that's good enough. And so we didn't notice until we started working on it. But one last thing before we put this back together. Now we've got everything. We need to attach this to the stopper, but these snails on the topper here, the little antennas are broken.
That's their antennae.
Mm-hmm. So what we're gonna do is we're going to try and fix those, and I'm trying to think of how we're gonna do that. And one idea is I'm gonna take a toothpick, and we're gonna try to shape it with the Dremel tool, stick it onto their head there, and make a couple of antennae, and then paint them, and hopefully that'll work. We'll see. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, go ahead and turn that on there.
How high would we like it?
Midway. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Okay, now. Okay. All right, I know this looks funny.
Reminds me of antelopes.
this is an idea that I had. I'm gonna try it out and see how it works out. So what I did is this guy was missing one antenna. So we took the Dremel tool and ground this down a little bit. And the reason I have this entire toothpick here is just, it was easier for me to hold it on there to the glue to set. So this guy was missing one antenna. So we're using a toothpick here to make that one antenna. And then this guy was missing both of his antennas.
Yeah.
They were both broken off. So I put two toothpicks together and I glued them together, and then I glued them to the top of his head. So we're gonna let this sit for a while, and then we're going to see if we can cut off the end of the toothpick here and shape it into the antennas and then paint it. All right, so we'll do that later once this is dry. So we'll set that down here. Actually, I'm tempted to leave them like this and paint that because it just looks so crazy. But yeah, this would definitely get broken off.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that alone. Okay, so the next step, okay, before we assemble this, we need to attach the hummingbird that dangles from the top of the snow globe to this stopper that goes on the top of the snow globe. So let's go ahead and put one drop.
I started to put the lid on it.
Nice. Let's put one drop of Zap-A-Gap right in the middle of the stopper. Here you go. And then this goes right in the middle like that. Okay. And that'll stay right there. All right, we're going to go ahead and let that dry. And while that's drying, we went ahead and cleaned up the, it's a little bit of hot glue on there. We'll just get that off later. But we cleaned up the globe as best as we can. And I was thinking if this did have a problem, if we broke it, this looks like a 3.5-inch globe. We could, if it ever happened where this broke and we couldn't replace it, we could probably put a 3.5-inch globe in here. Yeah. Put the bottom of the and then just not have the top, and it would be salvaged. But but you know,
part of it would be salvaged.
If that would have happened. Okay, so we'll come back because when this is dry, we'll go ahead and put these two stoppers in, fill it up with water, and get it ready. So we'll come back when all that glue's dry. All right, so it looks like this glue is dry. I'm tempted to. I like the way it looks. I don't know why.
It's a little crazy. But
yeah, it's nuts, but it's definitely too much. So let me see if I can clip this off of here, and not. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Ooh, close.
That came off. Okay, now we need to clip these two off right about there, so they're about the same length.
Oh yeah, the glue.
That's not going to be as easy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
You can't see it, but it's like sticking to the wall.
It's right there. Yeah, it's on the
Is it on the camera?
Yeah, it's right there.
It's funny.
Okay, so we got something here that looks like antennas, and we're going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit with the Dremel tool and paint it, and then we'll see what that looks like.
So while you do that, I'll see if I can try to make a color that's close to that.
Yes, a little like a tan, light brown or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Save that
All right, we're letting some additional glue dry on the snails there before we do those antennae. And while that's happening, we're going to go.
They're looking pretty good.
Yeah, not bad so far. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this back together now. All right, so we're going to start. I'm just going to go ahead and dunk the stopper in there.
Yeah, it'll make it easier to get into the globe.
Right, exactly. We got as much of the glue off as we can. There was a bunch of glue on there.
A lot of glue on this thing for them not to get it straight. Too,
yeah,
kills
exactly.
Me, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like at least if you got it straight, that'd be one thing.
Yeah, and this figurine barely fits in through this opening here. It's weird. It's like
they really.
Yeah, it's like I'm having trouble getting it back in there. How did they do this? You know what? I got it out of there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Man, that is a tight fit. Okay, that is a tight. That figurine just barely fits through the opening.
You know, if you need help holding it.
Let's see here. Let's get this in here. It's weird putting the stopper in with no water. No water in the globe yet. Okay, so let's see. There we go. Okay, so that.
Let's see.
That's not straight. There we go. Okay. So that's straight.
That looks pretty straight.
That's straight right there.
That looks really straight.
All right, so we got the big stopper on this one end. All right, so let's go ahead and get some water in this.
All right.
Oh, all right, so since it's going to be difficult for us to stir up the the water and the glue mixture inside the globe like we normally do. We're going to go ahead and do it out here and then put it back in here. So first thing I'm going to do is fill this up with water.
How are we gonna get the glue mixture in there if we fill it up with? Oh, there.
Now we pour it out.
I had a total mind blank moment there. Shoot.
Okay, so now we're gonna put what? This is not. This is an odd size globe, so I guess maybe go with 8 tablespoons.
Just go with the 8.
We'll go with 8 and.
And the butterflies are pretty lightweight, so I think it'll be fine. I think they'll fly fine.
All right, so we'll go with 8. Here we go, 8 tablespoons of glue.
Ugh.
All right, that is approximately. We've got the glue and the water stirred up. It looks pretty clear, right?
It does.
All right, so now we're going to pour that back into here.
I'm gonna grab the thing for the butterflies.
Okay.
These are these free butterflies
Oh yeah.
that I got when I ordered
When you ordered the bats.
The bats.
On Halloween, yeah, they sent the butterflies for free.
Yeah, it's cool. I figured it'd be a good. Looks like
butterflies are free to fly. Fly away.
It
fly
looks like
high.
there was yellow and blue glitter, but I was like, that's boring. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, got some butterflies in there. Okay.
It's not overkill. I think that's good.
No, it looks good.
Doesn't need
Looks
too many.
good,
You know,
yeah.
it might look stupid if you put too many.
Butterflies in the garden. That's
Yeah.
That's okay. So now,
Okay.
this is the front
Did you
right
have
here.
enough butterflies?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to overdo it.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
Think, right. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wet this stopper here, and now we're going to lower this hummingbird.
We haven't seen it together.
No, this is the first time we've actually seen it with the hummingbird hanging from the top the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because it was always broken.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yes. It was broken when we got it.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad, I should say, because it was still hanging on to the top of the stopper.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
But I remember it kind of caved in because I watched it fall.
I didn't
But
notice that.
Yeah. It was actually together to a certain degree.
Okay.
There was no water in it,
All right.
except for what we saw at the beginning of the video.
Right.
But yeah,
just a little bit of water. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick that little screwdriver in here so I can get that in there and hopefully get the air bubbles out while I'm at it. Let's see if I can do it again. Here we go, and I might have it this time. No air bubble.
Oh wow, look at
That
that.
went one tiny one. Hold on a second. Hold on. I can get that. I think I can get that.
Oh, I see it. Oh,
Nope, made it worse. All right, we have to put this underwater and get the air bubble out.
let's shake her up a little bit though.
Let's
and
see.
what it
Okay,
looks
let's see
like.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
some.
that's neat.
It's got some butterflies flying through. Okay, so let's get that air bubble out. I'm going to lower this down into the water, get the air bubble out. I'm going to go ahead and make a space here for the air bubble to escape with this little screwdriver right here. Okay, now we're going to lower that down into the water. And then we're going to open that up, let all that air out.
Got it, yeah.
I think that's it.
You got a small little bubble at the end, so you probably got it.
Okay. No air bubble. That looks good. It's all sealed up. There's no water leaking out, no air getting in.
It looks shorter to me.
It looks weird now that we see it,
does.
because we've never seen it with water,
water.
full water, and this yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's very strange. It looks different. Okay, let's go start putting this back together. All right, so we got the air bubble out. Everything looks good here. This has been sitting for a little while. No air has gotten back in. So what we're gonna do, and since this was tilted, we're gonna want to make sure we don't get this. With this, I can see where it'd be a problem, because with a round globe, it might not be so obvious. But with this as tall as it is, if it's not in there perfectly straight, you'll see it, and it was not. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put a bead of glue around this base here, and we're gonna go ahead and make sure that globe is in there straight. And then this glue will hold it in place when we flip it upside down to glue it from the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, honestly.
For this type of globe, I think that would work best.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so there's the front of the globe right there.
With the bow.
This is the front of the globe right there. We're just going to drop it in right there like that
looks good.
And push it in and make sure
Yeah, that looks so much better with it straight. Like you can totally see a difference.
it is totally perpendicular now.
Nice.
Yeah, so now, this is, I could tell something was wrong.
Right.
But the fact that there was no water and the figurine was dropped in here, once we got it all out of there, then I realized, this whole thing was in there crooked.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Looks good.
All right, so we're going to let that dry.
Yeah.
Or not dry, but we're gonna let that hot glue cool, and then we'll flip this over and fill it in and make sure it's all done, and then we'll work on the top.
Yeah.
All right, so our toothpick and Zap-A-Gap idea looks like it worked. We got the toothpicks glued on there, clipped them off, took the Dremel tool and shaped them a little bit, and so Allie's gonna paint them up, and hopefully this is, it's not gonna look exact, but it's gonna be a good replacement, I think. So let's see.
I think it'll be better than what it was.
Yes, exactly.
But
it'll be close
it's
enough.
a little orangey. But I'm gonna need the darker brown for.
All right, the Allie has painted the antenna on the snails, so now they have antennas again. So we're gonna let that paint dry. Looks like the toothpicks worked out okay, and you can't even tell with the paint on there, so that's good. So set that aside. So now, if you remember, we put this in here. It's nice and straight now. We got a little glue on there, so now we're going to go ahead and
hold it nice and straight.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and seal this up right here. Okay, so hold that, please.
Yep, I got it.
So we'll get this bottom all sealed up, and then we'll work on the top. Just going to fill this whole thing in with glue around around the globe, so it fills in the space between the globe and the base, and then we'll bring some glue over the top, the edge of the globe, so it seals the stopper.
Try to prevent any water from coming out.
Air bubbles pop up if there's any water in between the stopper and the globe, and then if you don't pop that bubble, it could turn into a leak. One right there.
One right there.
Okay, there we go. You see when she popped that bubble, there's no glue there. It's like an empty space. That would have been a leak, so we just throw a little glue on top of that.
I think the rest of it actually looks pretty good.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and let this cool. Probably put the cover on, and then we'll just concentrate on the top part.
Yeah.
All right, so all of that glue is cool. No air bubbles. It's all nice and flat and clear, so it looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and put the cover on here. And as usual, we're going to use 3 drops of glue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, put the cover on.
Okay.
Now, normally, this is where we're finished, and then we put it up on the stand. But once this cools, we need to flip it over and do the top part. The final step is to seal the top stopper and put the snow globe topper on there. And this fits on there real loose.
It does.
So putting glue around the sides isn't going to help because I said there's not much glue, so we're going to have to put glue on the inside here. But hold this, Allie. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bead of glue around here to help seal that. Okay. And the only reason the water leaked out of here is because there was that big hole in the stopper where that hummingbird came off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that around the stopper. Now I'm going to put glue in here. Can you put another stick in there for me, please?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to put glue right there. And then that's going to stick to the top one. All right, and then the front is right there like that.
A little bit more. Yeah, perfect.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, push that down. That looks correct.
And we really just need it to hang on there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay.
Wow.
So we finished.
We finished. Wow,
right.
Look at it.
Wow. Okay. So
it
let's.
looks shorter with water in it.
looks very different. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll let this all dry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or cool, and then we'll put it up on the stand, take a look at it.
I like it. I like it.
There it is. She's all done.
She looks great.
Looks much better. First time seeing her full of water, and first time seeing that hummingbird actually where it's supposed to be.
First time seeing the antenna.
Yes, exactly. So for the benefit of those who maybe didn't watch the entire video and maybe fast forwarded through part of it, this ended up being a little more work than we had originally anticipated.
But still relatively easy.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it was more work than we anticipated because we did not anticipate having to remove the globe from the base because there was nothing wrong with the stopper on the bottom or the figurine. But if you watched in the video, we realized once we took this off that this globe was crooked. It wasn't it must have come from the factory that way, but it was tilted. So we had to remove the globe from the base, get all that excess glue out of there, and then get the actual glass in there straight and glued in properly. Did that, got the stoppers back in.
Cleaned everything up.
Right, cleaned everything up, glued, got a new stopper for the top.
Yep.
And as you saw, this is a double-ended, has an opening at both ends. So we glued the hummingbird to the stopper on the top, got that in, got the air water in there, air bubble out. And then we made some antenna for the snails on the top that were missing antennas. We used a couple of toothpicks and some Zap-A-Gap and then painted it with some Tester's paint, and looks good. If you didn't know, you probably never realized it, but yeah, they were missing. There was 3 antenna missing. Now they're all complete again. And we put 8 tablespoons of glue in this.
And the butterflies instead of the glitter.
Right, and Allie replaced the glitter with these little pink butterflies.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah,
I figured butterflies, hummingbirds.
Right, so you want to shake it up?
Yeah, I want to
Go ahead, shake it up and put it down, and we'll see those butterflies in action. Watch out with the antennas.
I know, that's why I'm trying not to go too close here.
Right, there we go, butterflies.
Yay! It looks good.
Yeah, looks really good. So there we go, another snow globe rescued, because this thing was destined for the garbage.
It was
had we not come across it. So so it's got a second life now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna put this up.
Like it. Look, do it again.
Oh yeah, spin it, and then the butterflies go around in circles. There we go.
I like it.
All right. Okay, so there we go. The Hummingbird Garden double-tiered snow globe, and hope you guys enjoyed that video.
Thank you so much for your time.
Hope you learned something watching that, and hopefully we see you in the next video. So everyone, take care, and we'll see you around.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.